Hey guys, Dan here, and welcome back to the Gamer Shelter. I'm joined by Dave, as always. It's been a long time since we've played Battlefield 3. At least me. Dave plays on PC sometimes. When was the last time you played?
The last time I played before the map pack?
Yes.
I don't know, maybe a week before.
Oh, okay, see, so you do play on occasion. I haven't played
Yeah.
Battlefield in a long time, so
I hop on every now and again, do some sniping.
it actually felt really cool getting back in the groove of not only Battlefield but a first-person shooter. I've been playing strategy games and Assassin's Creed and Hitman
And Arma.
and Arma. Yeah, which technically is a shooter, but I don't look at it as a shooter. I look at that.
Yeah, there's a lot more to that game than shooting.
As shooting is actually like the thing that happens the least in that game.
But anyway, we're getting off topic
Yes,
already.
yes, Battlefield. So this is going to be the review for Aftermath, the new DLC that came out for premium members. Which was, when did it come out? Yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. So
I'm pretty sure.
yesterday, and we're just going to be reviewing it, go over everything from the crossbow, scavenger, map design, vehicles, blah blah blah. We're going to talk about everything. So the first thing and the most obvious thing to me to talk about is the maps, which are I'll just list them really quick: Epicenter, Azadi Palace, Tala Market, and Markaz Monolith. Sorry for the butchering of the pronunciation. So David, map design and map feel, go on.
The maps are by far the best DLC so far. It actually feels like Battlefield maps. It doesn't feel like Close Quarters was just an abomination. Armored Kill was too vehicle based. It didn't feel like Battlefield because there was no inventory. And it was just, this one seems to have that right mix of tanks and vehicles and infantry running around. I just definitely like it.
Definitely. It has just the perfect mix. Like, if you like, it feels like Battlefield, and it has the vehicles, and it has the gunfighting that Battlefield has, the gunplay and everything, but it has that fast-paced action, just intense. Like, that game of Scavenger we were playing against that squad was amazing. Just pure action, but still tactics and gunplay and everything.
It was only something like, I only had 10 kills at the end of the game, and you only had like 9 or something, but yet it was just constantly in gunfights.
Absolutely. That's actually, we're going to be talking about Scavenger, like we'll explain it in this, but we're going to have an actual review of Scavenger separately in a different video, and the gameplay we're talking about is actually going to be the live com during that, so you'll actually be able to watch that gameplay itself. But it was just amazing. Yeah, you had 10 kills. That was the most kills on our team. But it was some of the most intense things I've ever been through.
Yeah, there was some nice fights over flags. It came down to like 10 tickets or something in the end, in the difference.
But map design and map feel overall, like you said, it's amazing. And not only is it amazing, like, feeling, but, like, the design, like, there are a million flank routes for every place to go.
I don't know if they did it on purpose, but to me, it's like they designed the maps for Rush, which is I love, because before I came to PC, all I played on console was pretty much Rush. But it seems like I'm actually going to be able to play Rush again because I was so sick of all the other Rush maps, and like Armored Kill Rush is terrible, and there is no Rush on Close Quarters because it's retarded. So this is actually Rush again, and new maps, because the only Rush maps that I really play are like Canals, Grand Bazaar, and St. Cross. They're like the only ones that are good. The rest of them are, like Carrick Island, you have to spend 10 minutes waiting for anyone to attack you. From like because they have to take off from the carrier, and they're like coming in the Amtrak at like 2 miles an hour, and you're like firing rockets at them, trying to kill them before they get there.
Don't fire till you see the white of their eyes.
Yeah.
But and I wouldn't know, just because I'm not a big Rush player, so I don't know any of this. He's gonna have to talk about the Rush. He actually he wants to talk about certain things like the tanks and everything that we'll get.
Oh yeah.
Talk about Rush. Hold on. Patience. Yeah. I want this.
Okay,
I want to savor the tank moment. Okay. Savor it. But I just want to talk about really basic things first. Like I was trying to say, just the flank routes and everything are so good on these maps. There's so many, and they're everywhere. They go above, they go below, they go from the left, they come from the right. They're everywhere. You're just hopping through everything, crawling through cracks in the ground, and I just can't even explain how good the flanking is on these maps. They're beautiful.
And especially the way the flank routes are set up is like you'll see a door, and there'll be like a door and kind of an outline of it, and right at the bottom right hand side of the door there'll be a little gas canister, and you just shoot that and blow it up, and that's how you're able to breach doors like in multiplayer and just like run through them.
Yeah, you're actually able to like breach doors in multiplayer now, which is amazing. I mean, it's not like single player.
I don't understand why. I don't understand why they didn't why they didn't make that more of a selling point. Because when I saw that first, I was like, oh my god, can I actually shoot this barrel and the door's gonna blow up and I'm gonna be able to walk through this alleyway?
Hmm.
And when it happened, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't use that more either. That would attract a lot of people, just being like, look, you can breach doorways and everything. Like
In multiplayer,
like I'd make a freaking cinematic for my game where, like, you know, they're trying to hold a flag and then the guys just breach the door behind them and flank them and everything, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it would have been awesome.
yeah, just I don't know why they didn't play that off, but you know, they wanted to go off the post-apocalyptic Earth
The
thing.
earthquake.
That's what's huge right now, you know, and the crossbow, because every TV show and video game ever has the crossbow now, except Hitman. But maybe DLC. Um, so that actually perfectly leads to the next thing we need to talk about, which is the crossbow. I have only used it. I've shot it twice, and I had the 7-time scope on it, so the drop was just horrendous and it was terrible. So David's gonna have to talk about the crossbow. How does it feel, and do you think it's actually a weapon that will last? You know, that people actually use for a while?
I think it will last because of the versatility and the fact that it's going to give the medic class and the sniper class a way to fight against back like vehicles.
Yeah,
because they're so like being a sniper, you're completely helpless against vehicles.
Have you tried any of the other tips?
I haven't unlocked any of them yet. I only have the standard one, but I'm not exactly sure what way it works. But I think it is because there's two. You unlock if you go into the assignment, you unlock the bow with this. The scope on it, and you unlock the bow with the cobra sight on it separately. But I don't know what way can you use all the bolts with both of them, or is it the certain bolts are tied to certain scopes? So I don't know if you have to use if you're using the balance bolt, which is the sniper rifle bolt. Will you have to use the 7-time scope on it, or can you just use the cobra? I'm not 100% sure on that yet.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt they do it that way, but anything's possible. Who knows?
Yeah,
it's dice. You know, you never.
But
know.
you can get collaterals with the standard bolt. I've got a collateral with it already.
Yes, yeah, you can get collaterals, which is pretty sick. You know, people are gonna have crossbow montages coming out. It's gonna happen.
Oh, I plan on it.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, I'm first in line.
I've already got a collateral.
Oh man. So the crossbow is useful then, yeah?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Like I said, I don't have any.
It's gonna last, and especially for those like it's gonna replace like handguns for certain people because I know people don't like handguns. It's like this quick, you know, if you're like someone's rushing you, you're out of ammo, just pull out that and you can one shot them.
Yeah, that's actually something we should bring up really quick is what it replaces. Just because it's really useful for the recon class, just because it like, especially if you have explosive tips, you know, you have a way to fight against vehicles and stuff like that. And all it takes away for the sniper is the tug and the MAV or whatever. Like, you know, it's just
you're not
like
losing anything.
Yeah, it's
all
just,
game
you know,
for the sniper.
You know, like the only people that use tugs really, you know, like it's useful if you do use it as a kind of objective, you know, like see where they're coming from. But you know, 90% of people just use tugs to camp, and 90% of MAV people just use them to run people over. Like that's all the people use them for. So, you know, having the crossbow is really going to help the recon class. But the other ones, like, I don't know, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, like, as I've found myself doing this so much because I'm so used to having my medic pack where after I get into a gunfight, just be careful when you have the crossbow on, because I'll run behind cover, go to throw my med pack down, and then like go to pop out to shoot someone again, and he won't take it out, and I'll pop out a crossbow and get myself killed because I'm so used to, you know, the way he just throws the med pack down, and you're standing on your med pack and yourself to pop back out again. So like it's, well, maybe not everyone plays it like as I do, because I like religiously just always have my med pack.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, obviously, I have never replaced that thing.
Yeah. So like it's just I have to have a med pack.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I think I've gotten like 2 noob tube kills, and then I was just like, forget it. I don't even want the freaking upgrade thing or whatever, or the
Scarel, I think it was.
Oh yeah, you had to use it to get something. I was like, just like, screw it. I don't even care. I need my med pack. I live off.
Yeah.
It's literal.
It saves your life so much. Even it's just a pro tip. If you ever watch pro Battlefield players, like as soon as they get to somewhere, they'll throw a med pack down. Even if they're not even in a gunfight, they'll get to like an objective or something, and they'll be like head glitching something. Throw a med pack down. Like, what's it gonna do? It takes like 2 seconds to throw a med pack down. If you get into a gunfight, as soon as he stops shooting at you, you're healing instantly.
Exactly. It's just common sense. And me and Dave both play as medics a lot whenever we're not playing a very vehicle-based map. Like, these aren't really vehicle-based. You can outflank them so easily. But we both play as medic a lot, and you know, we usually, whenever we see each other, we just throw it at each other. Like, we don't even know what the other one's health is. We just throw it at each other. We're just like, here, just hurry up and heal up. I need you by my back. Like, but so it's good. For some classes though, it really does kill it. Like, I'm gonna say right now that being an engineer without an RPG, you're useless. Like, why
Oh
even be
yeah,
an
well,
RPG? I mean, why even?
yeah. It doesn't make any sense, like, because you don't need it. The whole idea of the crossbow is to add versatility. Well, I suppose the only thing it adds that, because the engineer is kind of at close quarters,
Hmm.
you know, because the carbines aren't exactly good at distance.
Yeah.
So I guess you could put the long bolt on it, or the balance bolt for the longer shots, but I really don't see people doing that.
Yeah,
Like,
but
it's,
and that is useful, but sacrificing your RPG for it is just a terrible idea. Like,
yeah,
that RPG is why you're playing as the engineer. You're the blow up vehicles guy.
exactly. So if
And
you're
taking
playing
that
on a map
away.
that doesn't have vehicles, you don't need. You're gonna be if you're playing on a map that has like heavily infantry based, you're gonna be using medic anyway. So
Exactly. And
what's the
that
point in having that long shot bow?
and that goes back to what you were saying about how you always have your med pack on you, because we didn't say yet, but on the assault guy, the crossbow replaces your med kit, and to me that is just completely not worth it. That's why I haven't even cared about it yet, because
I'd rather give up my defibrillators than my medpack.
like, I'd rather give up the defibrillators, but even at that point, that's still just a waste, you know? Like,
Yeah, I know.
having a medic without the two things that make you a medic is it's just a terrible idea. Now if you have a crossbow with like healing bolts on it, then you know, maybe it'd be okay. But it's just I don't know. That's just really dumb. And then on really quick on support, I guess it gets rid of the C4,
C4,
which
C4 or
isn't a
mortar.
huge thing as long as you still have your ammo kit technically.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'm pretty sure you still keep your ammo kit.
so, like, I can see it working on support and recon as really good things, giving them kind of helpful.
Well, it depends what kind of support player you are. Because
Uh-huh.
like normally I'll just play if I am going for support, it will be to blow up a vehicle.
Yeah, I know. That's usually what I do too. I'll swap to support, throw some C4 on a vehicle, blow it up really quick, play till I die, switch back to assault or engineer,
Or
whatever one I'm
yeah,
playing as. I mainly use it for the C4, but I'm just saying that at least you do keep your resupply kit, which is
yeah.
brilliant.
Or I use the first shotgun class, either one.
Shotgun, yeah.
Yeah, because you run out of ammo fast with shotguns.
But that's pretty much everything we need to say on the crossbow. That totally summed that thing up. So I guess we'll just mention Scavenger really quick. We're like I said, we'll have a video on it. But so you want to explain Scavenger? You've played it more than me.
Yeah, I don't like Scavenger. The concept was great, but the execution was very poor.
I agree.
Like, when I first saw Scavenger, I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. Everyone's gonna start with a pistol. But that's what it sounded like. But then when you go in there, anyone you can pick whatever pistol you want. So there's assholes running around with G18s, and like I don't really mind people using the 44 Magnum too much because it takes skill. But there's just guys running around with G18s suppressed and like the 93Rs and just spraying down like it's you may as well be using submachine guns.
Exactly.
Like,
Especially with the 93R. Yeah, that thing is.
and as far as I can tell, the weapon spawn locations are the same every single time, and it's the same weapons. It's not random at all. So people are just going to memorize where things are, and the game mode is going to be unplayable in a week.
Exactly. Once people actually learn where they are, people are going to run straight for the good weapons, and then they're just going to hold things down while you're stuck with a pistol. And that's.
But it was ridiculous. I went on a 20-something kill streak in Scavenger because I found an ACR, got ammo for it, and went on like a 20-something kill streak because no one could kill me because they all had pistols.
But okay, that's probably all we should say about Scavenger, just because we're actually doing a review on Scavenger.
Yeah,
but just
along with the maps.
Just talk about I'll explain that in a second. Just talk about what Scavenger is, like how you play.
So basically, Scavenger is just everyone starts. It's conquest. It's the conquest from the close quarters with the fast cap and flags, and everyone starts with a pistol. And then there's 3 tiers of weapons, 1, 2, and 3, and they're like randomly. Well, I won't say randomly because they're the same now. Once you know them, they're not random anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can just pick up these weapons, but they're the only weapons on the map. You can't pick up someone's weapon off if you kill them. The weapon disappears. So basically, it's just conquest where everyone's starting with pistol, and you have to try pick up the best weapons on the map.
You have to find them. There's different tiers of weapons, which I don't really know. Just from memory.
Tier 1 is just raw weapons, and it
it's
seems
like
to be
PDWs and stuff, and
MP7s, P90s.
yeah, like submachine guns.
Then tier 2s tend to be shotguns, from what I've experienced.
Shotguns, and there's something else, but I can't remember what it is. Snipers, right? Snipers tier.
Oh, snipers might be tier 2, and I'm pretty sure the crossbow is tier 2, and then you've got light machine guns and assault rifles in tier 3.
And
they all have like red dots and lasers and foregrips.
Exactly, and the tier 1, like the
They're
Submachine guns, they're just naked. They don't have any attachments or anything. So that's kind of how that goes. And that's it. You pick up the weapons, you kill people. The only way to get more ammo and more weapons is to find them. You can't just pick them up off people.
No, you can go to there's I don't know where it is, but on one of the maps I only found it once. But there was a place in the middle of the map where I could go to and just get ammo off it, and it gave me 200 rounds for an ACR.
There was a resupply kit?
There is a resupply kit somewhere. You have to go up and press square and it'll resupply off it.
See, I didn't even know that. But,
I only found it on one of the maps though. I haven't really played that much. I've played like 4 or 5 games of Scavenger.
But that is pretty much how you play Scavenger. I don't want to talk about it too much just because I don't want to talk about the same things in the review. So, you know?
Yeah.
So you wanted to talk about how, well, really quick, this is actually just a quick mention, but you wanted to say there's something special about Rush.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they finally decided, like, there's maps like Sian Crossing, Grand Bazaar, where the attacking team gets vehicles. I know the defending team gets vehicles on Armored Kill on some of the maps, but, you know, that's understandable because there's so many tanks and
because it's Armored Kill.
whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, this has been, like, the first close quarters rush where the defenders have actually got a tank to... I'm not sure what map it is, but there's one map where the defenders actually get a tank and they're actually able to defend themselves. Because as soon as that tank comes on Grand Bazaar and you're attacking, he just dominates. Like, it just blows everything up because it's so clustered. Everyone's just in alleys. The tank just fires down there and kills like 5 people every time. So, you know, it's the first time that there's actually a tank to fight back. It's like they're actually watching the game develop and actually fixing things that they should have from the start.
From day one. Yeah. But at least they are learning, and it does make a big difference, right? Actually having a tank.
Oh, definitely. Because the other tank couldn't just push down into our spawn. He was being cautious because there was another tank around.
Exactly. And that's great. That actually then segues straight into another point we should talk about really quick, which is the vehicles. Yes, on the new Aftermath maps, which I love the vehicle system on these maps, except for Epicenter, because you can't even drive the vehicles on that map.
Oh, because it's all just...
yeah, there's an
earthquake and everything just smashes. And it's
I literally hopped into a freaking vehicle on one of those new, like, Phoenix or whatever they're called on Aftermath. I drove it 10 feet, fell into a ditch, and had to get out because I couldn't drive the vehicle. Like, they're pretty much useless on that map. But I love it because the vehicles are, like, scarce, but there's enough to actually have vehicle play. Like, there's vehicle play, but it's not overwhelming.
And it's not like Hummers where everyone's just in the vehicle and you can't kill them. It's like there was one stage down. Remember, I hit one with an RPG, ran around the side, shot the guy from the side, ran around the back, and shot the other guy. Yeah, you know, it's not hard to. They're really open. Like the whole back of it, you can shoot anyone sitting. Like you can shoot everyone in the whole vehicle from the back.
Yeah, they made the vehicles to where you can actually shoot people out of them, which is. It's just beautiful. The fact that now you don't have to hit a Hummer with an RPG and wait for the guy to hop out because it's on fire. Like, you can actually just go around and shoot the guys out of the back. Or, like, one of the vehicles, I think it's the Phoenix. It's either the Phoenix or the Rhino. I don't remember which one's which. But the guy is actually on the gun on top instead of just sitting inside. So you can literally just... Like, he has this 50 cal machine gun. I have an assault rifle, and I win 90% of those gunfights. I can just shoot the guy straight out of the gun on top of the vehicle.
I've sniped guys off it. It's awesome.
Oh, it's just a beautiful, beautiful vehicle system. I'm so glad they did that to where you can actually shoot people out of vehicles now. That's what it needed. I am so tired of trying to shoot people out of the Hummers and it not working. Like, it's so aggravating. But oh my God, they fixed it. I'm just so happy. And one more thing to talk about because we're talking about the vehicles is I'm pretty sure the only map to have a little bird is Marquez.
That might change on PC though. You know, there's probably going to be jets on one of the maps.
That's true.
PC
this is console. Obviously, we got it early because the PS3 Premium thing. So this is PS3. It's probably going to change on PC. I'd say it's more than likely going to change on PC. But on console-wise, Marquez Monolith is the only map with a little bird. At least I'm 99% sure of that. I haven't seen it anywhere else. So that's the only one that gets the little bird. And I think
seems to be the only one.
Team. And
I'm not sure what team gets it either. I've seen both teams get little birds. Yeah, that's what on Conquest they do anyway.
I think it's one on each team, and then Marquez and Azadi Palace are the only two that get a tank.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a little bird on Rush last night as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
At one stage, yeah, I think I did.
That's good, but I mean that's pretty much all the details about Aftermath. So I guess just talk really quick about David. What do you think of Aftermath, the DLC?
Well, people probably want to know if there's going to be a DLC to buy for Battlefield. This is the one. Like if if you're after getting the last two, I feel sorry for you because man, it's just they're both terrible. I never play them. But this one feels like even on console, it feels like Battlefield. It's just it
does.
plays so well, and even like if I was back again, I probably wouldn't buy premium. If you don't mind waiting that extra week to get it, I probably wouldn't buy premium. You know, just this is the only map pack you need. You don't need armor kill or
Yeah.
close quarters.
Yeah.
They're not worth it. They're not worth, you know, because you're probably gonna buy this one and maybe end game or whatever it's called if that's good. Like you know, you're gonna save yourself money probably if you just buy the two map packs rather than buying premium.
Probably. But you're talking about back to Karkin and this one, right?
Well, back to yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said the
Yeah.
2 map packs, so I figured that's what you were talking
Yeah.
But yes, that's true. This one is definitely the best so far, like without question. Strike I strike at Karkin. Back at Karkin was good, and a lot of people really liked it. But I'm from the actual Battlefield veteran thing, whatever you call it. Like I played Battlefield 2 on those maps, and I don't like how they play on this one. Like, I can tell you that Strike at Karkin plays nothing like it did in Battlefield 2, and I hate it. Strike at Karkin was an amazing map in Battlefield 2, and Moshter City. Anyone watching this who's a big Battlefield fan, why didn't they bring Moshter City back? Tell me. Because it's so upsetting that they brought or not Gulf of Oman, that they brought, what's the island one? See, I hate it so much, I don't even know its name.
Wake Island.
Wake Island. It's so stupid that they brought Wake Island back and not Moshter City. That map was amazing. But anyway, I didn't really like the way those maps played in Battlefield 3. They play completely differently, and that's obviously because the evolution of the gaming community and everything. And they had to change the map design a little bit, move some things around just to even things out, like they say. But it plays worse, in my opinion, by a lot. And then
See, I feel different because I like Strike at Karkin a lot.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. That's actually I was talking about you when I said a lot of people really like it. You really like it. But
Yeah, so does Whiskey.
I know, but you never experienced Strike at Karkin on Battlefield 2, and that's just, it's too bad. It really is, because that map played so good, and Moshter City, they just played so good on Battlefield 2. But
I don't like Wake Island at all.
I've always hated
That's any consolation. I don't understand why they keep bringing Wake Island back. It's been like
That's what I said. It's been in every Battlefield except Bad Company 2. It's been in every one. I don't know why. It's so bad. But I don't know. I guess
putting a
people
lot
just
of work
like
into that
jets.
one map. They're like, "Fuck it, we're bringing it back. You're taking it whether you like it or not. We put a lot of work into this."
That's pretty much probably what it is. Oh, look at all this ocean we had to generate. But so I guess that pretty much just leads to the question I was going to ask you a little bit ago. Is David? I know you said this is the best one by far, but just sum it up. What do you think of it? Even give it a freaking rating out of 10 if you want. Just
So far, I'd give it 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's after bringing life back into Battlefield for me.
That's good, and that's actually another question I was gonna ask is if it brought life. Now, how long that lasts is obviously another question, but same thing with me. This probably brought life back into Battlefield for me. Like, I hate Scavenger, like I said. We'll talk about that later. So the game mode didn't really do anything for me, but the maps
Yeah, but I didn't
are
see
so
that coming.
amazing.
I didn't think it was gonna do anything either.
But
yeah, the maps are just perfect.
I could play on these maps, except Mark has Monolith. That one's probably my least favorite out of all of them, but I'll talk about that in the review. Like David said earlier, we will be doing a review on each of the maps separately to talk about each one more in depth instead of just saying, oh, there's a lot of flank routes. But that's pretty much it, guys. We love Aftermath at this point. It's amazing. It's worth the money. It's so fun. I've only been upset once while playing this so far, and that was just because I kept spawning in front of bullets, which is just first-person shooter, you know, disease. But playing it itself and the amount of teamwork me and Dave are using and just the call-outs and running around, it's so fun. We're like laughing again while playing this game, and it's great news. But that's pretty much it. We want to thank you guys for watching the Aftermath review, and we'll be coming out with the Scavenger reviews and all the map reviews within this week. So thanks for watching. When they do go up, there'll be annotations to them, so if you guys are watching this later, they might already be annotations. But thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel to see more and what's coming. So, Dave, any last words?
See you next time, guys.
Indeed. See you next time.